The saga of Stranger Things continues to unravel in Season 4 as the gang faces a new threat from the Upside Down. Chances are you may have forgotten the major plot points of Season 3, like which is better, New Coke or Classic Coke.
Sweeter, bolder, better.
You're insane.
So here's your cheat sheet for Stranger Things Season 3. It's still the 80s, and love is in the air all around the town of Hawkins, Indiana. Eleven and Mike continue their budding romance.
Hey!
Lucas and Max are now an item. Joyce and Hopper might be an item. Billy and Mrs. Wheeler really want to be an item. And even Dustin met someone named Susie at science camp. She sounds kinda made up.
You know, maybe she's like busy. Yeah.
Poor Will is stuck in the basement with no one to play D&D with. And his upside-down danger sense is tingling during all these strange power shortages around town. It probably has something to do with those pesky Soviets blasting a giant laser, aka the key, into that ripped portal to the Upside Down that Eleven closed in Season 2. They've been hard at work for a while trying to get access to that creepy place and found that the best way was through Hawkins. So they went full-blown Red Dawn and built a hidden base beneath the fancy Starcourt Mall, where Steve scoops ice cream in a Donald Duck outfit with sardonic co-worker Robin.
How many children are you friends with?
Meanwhile, working at the local newspaper, Nancy and Jonathan uncover the case of some gooey rats, creepy Mrs. Driscoll, and her love of eating fertilizer. Turns out this strange business is a direct result of the Mind Flayer's return. That same creature who took over Will in Season 2 has been cobbling together melted rats and mind-manipulating Billy to collect townspeople to be a part of some creepy hive mind. Joyce and Hopper argue a lot. Like, a lot. But also investigate some broken magnets, which leads to an encounter with Grigori, aka the Soviet T-800 Terminator, a plot involving Hawkins' corrupt mayor Larry Klein selling property to the Soviets, and a Soviet scientist Alexei who really loves cherry Slurpees. With the help of paranoid conspiracy theorist Murray and some Burger King product placement, Alexei reveals the evil master plan to the group.
Open a doorway between worlds.
Dustin, Steve, and Robin recruit Lucas's younger sister, Erica, to die-hard it into the cleanest mall ventilation system ever to unlock an elevator to the underground base, where they are all quickly captured. But at least Steve had a small personal victory.
You did it! You won a fight!
After doing some psychic spying, Eleven gets wind of Billy's evil doings. I mean, she really meant to just spy on Mike at first, and they have this whole cute thing.
I dump your ass.
Ah, young love. Anyway, the gang traps a possessed Billy in a sauna in an attempt to sweat out the Mind Flayer. But it is clearly arm day for Billy because he breaks out and almost kills Eleven before she puts him through a brick wall. The Mind Flayer figures out that it can just get way bigger if it blobs together melted people instead of just rats. Eleven takes a dip into Billy's tormented past and learns that the Mind Flayer really wants her.
We've been building it for you.
Grigori kills poor Alexei right when he was really starting to embrace capitalism. Dustin, Erica, Steve, and Robin escape the underground base, hide out in a movie theater, skip the ending to Back to the Future. Come on guys, respect the classics. And then Robin and Steve have this really honest moment together.
Tammy Thompson's a girl. Oh.
Eleven's powers are completely burnt out at this point, after barely surviving an attack from the Mind Flayer and removing one of its juicy nuggets from her shin. And that's when the grown-ups show up. The kids go head-to-head against a very big and angry final boss form of the Mind Flayer at the Starcourt Mall by chucking a bunch of fireworks at it. On the 4th of July, too, just like our founding fathers would have wanted. While Joyce, Hopper, and Murray infiltrate the Soviet base to blow up that giant laser. And oh my god, she's real.
This is Susie. I copy.
Joyce self-destructs the key, but sadly zaps Hopper in the process. Eleven helps break the flayed spell over Billy, who sacrifices himself to save the day. Billy! With the gate closed, the psychic link is broken, and the Mind Flayer's real-world avatar finally dies. And look who finally decides to show up to help clean up this mess and cover it all up, Dr. Owens and the CIA. 3 months later, Joyce, Will, Jonathan, and Eleven pack up and move out of Hawkins. While in a post-credit scene, we discover that the Soviets have a Demogorgon. So going into season 4, turns out Hopper's alive and in Russia, but not with love. The kids are experiencing some growing pains and getting closer to those 16 candles. But what's the deal with this creepy house? And creepy clock? And creepy tentacle guy? And the most important question,
then why is it called Back to the Future?
will Steve ever understand the plot to Back to the Future?
What?
Or better yet, can he actually name 3 movies that he likes? Find out, maybe, in Stranger Things Season 4.
Fast Times. Fast Times. Top 3 for me, Kate.